Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They're led out by the former #1 overall pick from the University of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out.
Touchdown, Titans! Tutu Atwell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. That is a quick strike, one play all the way to the house. You know, the pass was fine, but that run after the catch, impressive.
An absolute horrible time. Of course, any time like this is a horrible time for a defensive breakdown. But where's the tackling? Where were the safeties? You don't expect him to catch the ball, and next thing you know, he's running into the goalpost this early in the game. That's not supposed to happen.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. This is Fant on the short completion. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Washington, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. Well, we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Ready.
From just shy of midfield, here's a second down and 4.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
They'll run here with a rookie. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 13 yards there and a Washington first. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
They go play action. Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Okay,
so the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Get it. 60 by 6.
Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Here we go, here we go.
They'll go again here with Moss. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Zach Moss, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guys scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Ready up.
2nd and 9.
Ready.
Here's Ward. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Off the play fake, Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
Hey, smash.
They'll run on 1st down with Moss. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Well, this defense for the Titans, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Let's go!
Here's Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First catch here by McLaurin, and he's got himself a first down.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
Play action, now it's Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. To throw is Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on, set! 70 Timberwolves. Check out.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Get it. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Now Daniels. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Washington defense. Now, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Alert! Alert!
Play fake. Here's Ward. They'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Out of the gun again to Pollard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 7-7, our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw is Ward. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Come on, set.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now Pollard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Ready.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Ready. Back up, Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
To throw, here's Ward. He's got his target. That's complete. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of it.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try to pick it up here moving forward.
Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
Here we go.
I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Ward, 3rd and goal. And he's got it. And it's a Titans touchdown. Tutu Atwell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to get this out to the 25. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
60 by.
They'll start on the ground with Moss. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 5.
Ready. Liking 18. Go.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
And a big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Go. Ready. Cougar 19. Ready.
Moss on the give up the middle. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
Throwing now is Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmons. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now second and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
Daniels looking to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 19. Start. Check.
Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run here with Moss. And he stopped immediately there.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So it's still first and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Moss will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way you can create space down near the goal line and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 14.
Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. 2-2 Atwell and company get back onto the field for their next drive. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Working out of the gun here, Ward. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10. Ward. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing is Ward. The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On now is the Titans punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Zach Moss heading out to lead this offense. Handful of carries last time out there. Finished it off, Charles, with a short touchdown run.
Yeah, and that's pretty nice for him to be able to do that because normally where they were on the field, it's going to take some muscle to get in there, right? It's going to take some power because things are so stacked up, well blocked, and he was able to get into the end zone somewhat safely.
Yeah, that's the thing. Several of those carries last drive, he had some good holes, some good options.
19, 50.
They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal. Let go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 6, go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12. At the 50.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now Daniel's going to keep it. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To the air goes Daniels. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Titans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB. One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now Ward. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Washington takes over.
Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 5 at the 22-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hansen.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out. as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
A run by Moss to start the third quarter. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
19.
Looking to throw. Daniels. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Commander's first down.
A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
Ready, set. Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Timberwolf. Dragon 60. Trap 60. Go.
Back to throw now on first down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
19, 18. 60 Eagles.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
And they'll keep leaning on the line game, back to the ground. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Riggs. 60 Bobcat.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. That's Samuel, caught left side. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
A pickup of 2 yards.
Here we go.
First down, Washington.
On the handoff, it's Moss. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
On the double. Come on. Set. Liking it.
Now a handoff to Rodriguez. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Chris Rodriguez, a 22-yard scamper. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Titans 14. Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. 2-2 Atwell and company get back onto the field for their next drive. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Ward. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Ward. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up the new set of downs for his offense.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tony Pollard halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Titans have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
We're getting set up for what should be a great 4th quarter. This has been a hard-hitting game because both teams have punched and counter-punched equally well. And here's a good finish to this drive, a touchdown run here late in the 3rd quarter.
Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Sheds off the tackle. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 76 Cardinal.
They'll run out of the gun with Moss. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Commanders' first down.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. First down, they stay with Moss on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down and 3.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion.
Come on. Viking 18.
They go play action. Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Gravity Lions. Buffalo 18.
Here's Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 20! And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. And even 40 yards.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, fourth quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
Ready?
Play action, now it's Daniels. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Daniels looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Gay is on for the point after. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown.
Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to second and 15.
70,
Here's Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. They'll wind up getting 10 back there, so it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Unlock line! Unlock line!
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready! Bronco switch! Bronco switch!
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They played so well throughout this entire game.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
2-0. Calvin Ridley. That's a gain of 6.
Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. It's a quarterback sneak. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6 coming up. They go play action with Ward. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Now 1st and goal.
Alert! Alert!
Now they'll pitch it out here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Ready?
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Here we go. Shot.
Back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Cougar 19. Ready?
He's back to throw. He'll try and do this himself. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal.
Alert! Alert!
They'll run forward with Pollard. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Right back to Moss. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. Viking 18. Ready?
Now a run with Rodriguez. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. Here's Tressway now, standing just outside his own goal line. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end, they might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Commanders, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.